Hello everyone, my name is Greg and I dev stuff. Welcome everyone to episode 8 of Vampire Survivors like game in Unity. Experience points and level up. Today we're going to implement leveling up the character and acquiring experience from kills. Let's begin by implementing a level system to our character. Select the character and create and add a new script called level, which will be responsible for experience progression of our character. Create two variables, experience and level. Create a new public method called addExperience. Where we will add experience to the experience variable. Create a new method called checkLevelUp, where we want to check if we have amassed enough experience to level up the character. Let's determine property called toLevelUp, which will calculate needed experience to level up. Here is an advice. Don't complicate stuff. Don't spend nights and days thinking about that one great formula to make experience numbers looks good. Because at the end of the day, it is irrelevant and waste of time. You can always adjust the formula of experience later. And main source of regulation of how fast your character is training is not how much experience points needed to level up, but how much experience is acquired. If current experience is more than 2 level up, decrease current experience by 2 level up and increase the level of character. Good. Now we need to acquire this experience through some source. Let's begin by adding experience for defeating enemies. Open enemy script. Add experience rewards serialized field. Then when our enemy is defeated, we want to add this experience to the player. Get the level component of the character and add reward experience. Let's test this. To see private values, enable debug mode of the inspector. There is an error. I see. We only store the reference to the target character in the attack. So in the take damage, if attack hasn't been done yet, we don't have reference to the target character. So let's get the level of the target game object instead. Good. Look into Inspector, and if you enable debug, it will show the level and experience increasing. This episode is brought to you by generous support of people on Patreon and members on YouTube. If you want to join them, link to my Patreon in the description and join button available right now on YouTube. If you join at $10 or more, you will get access to project files on Patreon. While the level and experience does goes up, we have no visual feedback for the player. So let's make an experience bar. Create two sprites for experience bar. Instead of how we did the HP bar, experience bar will be done on the UI. Then add a slider component to the XP bar. This slider component will be responsible for sliding the experience fill bar to show how much experience your player has. Disable the interactable because we don't want player to be able to interact with it, because it will only visualize experience for us. And set the fill bar rect transform. Good. Create another new component called experience bar. Inside create serialized field for slider. Assign the reference. Create a new method called updateExperienceSlider with two parameters, current and target experience. And assign them to max value and value on the bar. Now we need to call this new method to update our experience state. So call the updateExperienceSlider when we add the experience to the player. Assign the reference to the experience bar. And call the update on the start so the experience bar will have correct state at the start of the game. Let's test this. Good. Now let's add level text. Create TextMesh Pro text object. When you do that, you will see TMP importer window. Click on Import TMP Essentials to import the TextMesh Pro components. Wait for the loading to be done. When it is done, place the text for level on the screen. Then inside the experience bar, create field for this level text and create new method called setLevelText, where we will set the text of that level. In the character level script, on start, call setLevel, and on level up, when our character increase his level, call setLevel to update the text on the screen. Good. Good, this is it for this episode. If you have any questions or any ideas about code, please leave your comment below. If you're interested in seeing what will come out of this, please subscribe. If you want to support further, you can find my Patreon in the description. Special thank you to Andrew V. Long and The Salt Hashdo for their generous support. With best regards, see you in the next episode.